Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew. Today, I will be reading from the r/entitledpeople subreddit, so let's jump into it. That wouldn't be right, even if I was a doctor. So I work at a local hospital as a CNA. I do long hours, and while I try to have enough scrubs for a regular work week, we haven't had one of those in a while. So I tend to wash my scrubs when I have used up the third set after the third shift. Yesterday I woke up early and went to do my laundry at the apartment's washroom. I put in the scrubs, associated undergarments, and my workout clothes, put in my detergent, quarters, and go back to make some food, and start my morning rituals for getting ready for work, setting my timer on my phone, and finishing my usual routine. After an hour, my timer goes off, and I go into the washroom to move my laundry when I pause. I didn't put a towel, did I? Definitely not a pink towel, since mine are all blue. I definitely was not child-sized, with being over 6 feet, and my sports bras were missing. Someone had stolen my laundry, since the clothes were all wet, and there wouldn't have been enough time for a second round of the washing machine. Now, I am not sure what other people would have done, but a set of scrubs is like $75 each, and I had to work that day, so I wasn't going to spend that money again, and I wasn't going to give an excuse that nobody was going to buy. Plus, they had pockets, and the OR scrubs they would make me wear don't. As a CNA, I need my pockets, which is why I got the style with most of them. So I start knocking on doors, and luckily, it was the second one I tried. This lady looks out at me as I explain myself, and she just gets this, "Oh, pity me" look on her face. "Yes, I did take your clothes. I am sorry, but I needed to wash some things for my kid, and I don't have any money." Which, okay, I get it. Times are hard. I might have been sympathetic to a point until she kept going. "It's just, you are a doctor, and I know you have the money, so I figured you wouldn't mind donating some house clothes for my kids." To which I explained the cost, or tried to, and she cut me off. "You work at the hospital, and hospitals always overcharge. I don't know why you're being so selfish." So at this point, I was done. Even if that was true, that wouldn't be right. However, I don't think you thought this through. You do realize I was working with at least 5 different COVID patients last night alone, right? Never mind that one of my duties as a CNA is cleaning up feces and other bodily messes. Now, in actuality, we wear isolation gowns over the scrubs, and even then, the chances of getting COVID off fabric are not high. But I have been covered in pretty much anything that can come out of a human. This is partly why I wash my scrubs separate and keep them away from my other clothes. My workout clothes are the exception since I wash them in hot water as well. I can't lie that I didn't enjoy the look of horror on her face, and she hurried to all but throw my clothes at me and slam the door. I managed to run them through another round that night after work, putting up with wearing the OR scrubs for a day. But hopefully, she learned a very valuable lesson. Don't steal clothes, kids, and especially don't steal scrubs. You literally have no idea where they have been or what they have had on them. I absolutely love how that story had some petty revenge vibes in it. You know I love a good petty revenge. There's another little bonus story in the comments from someone else, so let's read it. The last place I lived in with a laundry room was like this. It was fine for a couple of months, then a tweaker moved in and kept removing my items from the washer. I had gone back to school at the time, so I literally sat on the washing machine with my textbooks and watched that bitch walk into the washroom 4 times to see if I was gone. Each time, she tweaker startled in an over-exaggerated way. Like, "No, bitch, I am guarding my damn laundry." We moved out when the lease was up. I just stopped living in apartments with community laundry rooms. I did a cost-benefit analysis, and paying to get them washed with my time turns out to be about the same as paying another $100 to $150 a month to get an apartment with my own washer/dryer. You know, I know sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, but being poor is not a justification to stealing. That's called entitlement, which is why these stories are in this subreddit. I would personally never live somewhere that had communal laundry rooms, and I agree that I'd rather spend another 100 or 2 to have in-suite laundry. I know a lot of people unfortunately don't have that option, but if I were in that position, I think I would almost rather just go to a laundromat and spend a few hours there. It just feels way safer to me, and I have been to some pretty dang nice laundromats with cafes in them and books and whatnot. And that was in a sketchy area in Vernon, British Columbia. So it's not like it was a laundromat in the Hamptons or anything like that. There truly are some decent laundromat options out there, no matter where you are. However, I have been to buildings with communal laundry rooms, and they have signs up not to leave your laundry unattended. So basically, you are leaving your laundry there at your own risk if you choose to do so. But I digress, and that is all for me today. I hope you enjoyed that Entitled People story with the little bonus story in the comments. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!